So people are asking, well, why does it matter? It's your aunt's life. Your aunt has a right to not talk about something. You don't have a right to talk about something that's in your aunt's life if she doesn't want to talk about it. It matters because for the last 2 years, my aunt has been denying things that I went through. She has acknowledged the abuse in the past, and now she goes back and forth, acknowledging it and then denying it, and then acknowledging it and then denying it. And it's my life that it's affecting. That's why it matters. If this woman is so easy to deny her own situation that she had previously acknowledged, what else is she easily lying to you about? Like my grandmother's will, for instance. If my aunt can so easily manipulate you all to overlook her own words and believe her later denial, then what is to say that she hasn't manipulated you all into believing there was no will when there really was? My aunt is a liar. And it's possibly not her fault. She was abused. She learned to live by manipulating people. She's manipulating all of you. And it's going to be impossible for me to prove you've been manipulated because nobody likes to be proven a fool. It's easier to fool somebody than it is to prove to somebody that they have been fooled. But if you really listen to my aunt's words, you will hear her contradict herself from video to video. She is a liar. And yes, she has the right to not talk about her abuse. She does not have the right to deny mine just because she doesn't want to talk about hers. I have the right to talk about my life. She's the one that has been denying it and making it impossible for me to deal with the truth because she thinks she's gone through worse and she doesn't understand how anybody could not get through as she has gone through. Everybody is different. Every human being reacts differently to the same. You can have the same two people and give them the same stimulus and you would get different reactions. The same children living in the same house with the same abuse can grow up to be different because we are different people. It does not mean that it's okay to deny the other person's existence. It's not okay to deny what somebody else has gone through, what somebody else is going through, just because you think you could have handled it better or you've been through worse. It's not you. It's literally not your life to decide what somebody else has gone through when they open up and tell you what they have gone through. My aunt took it on herself to tell everybody that I didn't go through that I was lying, and now I am able to prove that she is the one that has been lying. She has been lying to manipulate you all to believe that I'm wrong for being traumatized by my life. Simply because she's not traumatized by her life. Her children aren't traumatized. But they are, Kathy. If your children were not traumatized, why can't they stay married to the same person for very long? Why are you having to go out on dinner dates with your grandchildren and have the ex-wife and the wife both there as if that's not an awkward as fuck thing? It's not normal. And it's a direct product of the abusive environment that you were raised in and you went on to create your children in. Kathy had like 5 husbands. Of course, all of her children are going to have multiple husbands. It's not a healthy relationship. It's not okay to deny the clear problems that this family has. And that's the entire reason Kathy is here, is to deny everything. Unless she feels like she needs validation for herself, at which point she'll brag about how horrible her childhood was, so she knows mine couldn't have been that bad because hers was awful. It's narcissistic. And it's garbage. And it's something I've dealt with my whole life from this family. The constant diminishing, the constant belittling, the constant being told, well, you'll never be anything. Look at me. Look how much better I am. Look how much better my children are. Look how much better my husband is. It's constant, and it always has been. Kathy used to beat my mother down emotionally. Knowing my mother was in an abusive relationship, she was always bragging about her perfect, happy family. It's fucked up. That's the problem.